We are in the middle of what looks like the staff area, after hours at H. Kramer Foundry Company here in Pilsen. 4 in the morning, late June this year. I was actually already awake. I've basically been staying up doing work and just looking at stuff for all night. About 4 in the morning, starts noticing that it had smelled funny for the last however long. I didn't even notice. So I get up and I look out my window, and sure enough, looks like fog everywhere, and I knew exactly where it was coming from. It was the emissions coming from the H. Kramer Company down the street. Walk over to the place, and sure enough, I see huge billowing smoke coming out of this building. Whether it's a stack, sometimes it comes out of the roof, out of the windows. This just huge plumes of gray smoke, metallic smelling smoke. I had called 311 and lodged a formal complaint with the Department of Environment saying that there was pollution, instance of massive pollution. Yeah, hi. Can you connect me with a department that deals with pollution, like the Department of Environment or something like that? Yeah, there's a factory right here that's dumping out huge plumes of smoke out of its stacks. Yeah, I was pretty angry, and so it was like the more people I saw at that moment of all that pollution coming out, the more people I was just venting at, kind of. And so I was mad, and so I wanted to talk to anyone coming from the company, and I didn't even know if there was an entrance into the building or not. I was kind of looking around, snooping around almost. Saw this employee entrance, saw an employee going in for work at 4 in the morning, so I followed him in, and then I talked to him, and I said, I want to talk to whoever is the manager or the engineer on duty right now, because there's massive pollution coming out. Hi.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, I just talked to this guy. I was going to make a request to you guys. I woke up from my bed because I smelled the smoke. So he came out and, yeah, just gave me some funny story. And I'd heard this before because I'd talked to the company before, and I'd heard other excuses about, oh, it's not that bad and all that. So I knew it was worse than just steam. The guy said that the pollution that we saw was just steam. That's ridiculous, because steam, it would be great if it was just steam, but this smelled metallic, it smelled bad. You could tell it was pollution and that you were breathing it in, you know. Hi, have you seen the smoke coming out? Hi, I'm Dorian, I'm a neighbor.
Well,
I called
reporting, and now we're making steam. We're producing steam out there.
It smells worse than steam,
well,
but
steam. We're making steam right now. Water on the ingots. We're putting water on the ingots and making steam.
Why is it staying in the air so long if it's steam?
Because it's humid out. More humid it is, more you can keep steam.
It doesn't smell like steam to me. I'm telling you, look, I've smelled it before. Anyway, Look, I understand what you guys do. You do it, you know, burning ingots is a...
We're not burning.
Or whatever you do, you melt them down. You refine them.
Refine them, and now we're pouring ingots, and we're putting water on it, and we're generating steam.
Right, well, you know, if it was 100% steam, then I guess it wouldn't smell, right?
It's not necessarily, there's dust in the flues or whatever.
So there's a little bit of other stuff in it.
Like the cops showed up, right? And it seemed like, how would you characterize their response to what was going on?
They said,
keep filming.
Yeah.
You know, what he's saying is that.
Yeah, I was.
And then, you know, we told, you know, us being in a minute, everything is closed. That's why they do this at night, because they know
people are sleeping.
People are not going to be reaching and griping. You know what I would always recommend?
Yeah.
Stop at the alderman's office.
Yeah, yeah. That's the other.
Because if it's only, you know,
it's only one person making a call. Yeah.
A couple people got to get together and do this. I mean, we can't. You know, our hands are tied as far as concerned.
Yeah. If you need evidence as to the trouble this has caused the community, why don't you ask for the call logs for the fire department and find out how many times they get calls for supposed fires right around 21st Street and Troop, right where this plant is. From what these guys were saying, they seem to be saying at least every month, maybe regularly. On a
Every month.
Oh yeah, that's the impression I get. The point is that here are two companies right next to one another polluting, all within these kids playing right here behind you. The point of the video is to think about more than just the pollution at one plant, in this case, H. Kramer, because there is more pollution than just from that plant. Well, you can have a lot of responses to the problems you experience around you, including environmental degradation of the air, pollution. You can phone the Department of Environment. In Chicago, it's 311, or you can pick up a camera and document what you see happening around you. Either way will help solve the problem, especially if you do something